And I'm back. That was weird. My phone, it's just weird. I don't like it. All right, so make sure we're in the picture here. Yeah, we should be good. Heck yeah. Woo. Sweet, man. I fixed it. Heck yeah. So I put an SG circuit on this coil. That's all right. Heck yeah. Welcome back. If you guys are back from before. I don't know what happened. It's like my phone went into its own. It's weird. I don't like it. See, it's really easy. Really strong field, 16 gauge coil. Heck yeah, wow, dude. That thing is moving. Just when you think I'm about to lose it, it's like, wow. Keeps going. That is so neat, man. I'll never get over how cool that is. Awesome. Let me go around. Let me take that off of there so that I can respond. See what these old people are saying. There we go. Hello, hello, yo, yo. Hi. What the Sigma? Ah, how'd you know? Olivia. Woohoo!
I'm like the real type players, the white background.
Lover XCH. Okay. And then is that Paige?
No, I'm the letters with like the weird, with like the colored backgrounds are just not Paige. Like they're just
okay.
they're just random people.
Oh, right here. I didn't make real. I just made that bowl right there. I bought everything else. Let's see what we got. This right here is well, what it's gonna do, it's gonna end up being like a musical instrument. Yeah, well, you would know better than I would, Oliver. All right, so basically, I'll show you how it works. I'm getting rid of the tripod. It's going to be a little bumpy. So right now, these two white coils are the coils that are hooked up. So I'm gonna plug those in. 24 volts on one of them, and 24 volts on the other one too. So on, that's on. So when now I had this one hooked up too, and it sounded a lot different. But I wanted to get that sphere rotating. All right. So these two little coils are creating all that kinetic energy right now. At 24 volts, it's pretty easy. You got, that's a 100-watt LED. Yes, each coil is different. These two only produce a different sound because the circuit is different. The resistances are different. So like to adjust the resistance, I got this pot right here. But yeah, that's the general idea. And then we like put a 2-magnet rotor on there, and it should chime relatively fluidly. Yes, but the harmonics is what I'm going for here. The sound, the frequency, the chirp, and have each chirp be different. Now, when this one, and this one was hooked up, it was really different. Let's do one at a time, just to show you they're different. It's cool. It's like cooler when you do it slowly. That's nice. With this resistance all the way up. See, I turned it down a little bit. This is a prototype, a revise of a prototype. So it's both, but it's still an idea pretty much. Hey, Caleb, what's up? No, this isn't perpetual motion. Actually, I have parallel 24 volts going into this thing right now. No. I don't even do that here, man. I don't know. Thank you, poser. Jackie. Ah, okay. Hi, Jackie. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So no, not perpetual motion. It's more of an instrument at slow speeds. And now we'll let this slow down and we'll do number 2 real quick. That's on this circuit right here, like good resistances. It's a pre-made circuit. Thanks, Caleb. So it's a nice high pitched chirp at 12 volts and 24 volts. It's a lot louder at 24 volts though.
What did I just put?
Hey son, you wanna watch me spin the ball?
Sure.
All right, you gotta hold the camera. No, he's gonna help me real quick. Come on, Caleb.
I doubt that.
What is that?
Paper for me. The paper for me.
Okay. All right, we'll take care of it.
I can hold it. I can hold it.
Wow, you so got the wrong idea, buddy. All right, watch this. Awesome. You like that?
Yeah, it's just minutes, not hours.
I know. I started a new one.
Yeah, how long was that last live?
1 hour and 12 minutes, and then something happened with my phone. And it was a really good presentation, man. It was going really well.
Oh, so they're like everything working. I'm watching that one right now.
I do counter rotators, if you know what they are. Right here is my latest, more compact version of a counter rotator. It's going to be like a top. Okay, and you spin this part, and then the rotor, as you can see, will spin a different way once you get it started. All I have to do is put it all together. Going to have one of these coils in there with 26 and 32 gauge. You know, put it in there, get a 9-volt battery in there, and one of these little breadboards with some circuitry in it. I love doing the counter rotators. that one right there is a larger version of a counter rotator. We might be able to hook that up later on. You said I was smart, little man. Yeah, and that's all copper infused PLA. So that's all got 55% copper all the way through it. Yeah, the sphere is like one of my most recent and favorite things that I got to work. Counter rotator is in like a exponential boost to RPMs. Laws of physics, counter equal and opposite reaction type deal. If there's questions, I'll just, I can show you. Maybe. If I got the right stuff to hook it up right now, I'll do it right now. Hello, hello. Welcome, Pulse Motor Mayhem. So there it is. Gonna need this. Actually, I'm gonna need 2 of those. Luckily, I got them. All right, we'll hook it up real quick, and we'll get a glimpse at it. I gotta hook up the tripod again, so. All right. Hopefully my phone doesn't crap out again. That sucked. Kind of left people hanging. I didn't like doing that. So we need our little hex wrench, and we need our little hex nut. Actually, I'm gonna go get the maglev for this. I'll be right back. I like to use the 4-inch ferrite toroid magnets. Now, okay, that looks good. And you can just rest on the ground there, and it'll be perfect. So this is the stator. It goes on first. Jeez, really? Okay, let's clear it away. And as you can see already, it's very freely spinning. So That's the first part of the counter rotator that you need to have freely spinning. See all the coils on there? Everything is on there and it's all secured on the plate. So it's all self-contained. Oh man, I think, here it is. Good. And the rotor that goes with this thing is pretty cool. I don't know how charged the batteries are though. I think it'll go. I just don't know if it'll go for a long period of time or not. Whatever. Let me screw this in. Make sure it's still spinning freely. Good. We are going to need to put this bearing on here. Give it some added motion. Okay, let me check the levels. Nothing's going to get hit. And the rotor. Oh, yeah. And then like I was syncing my phone with the television, right? And then my phone like crapped out and Star Trek was right there on the TV. I was like, oh man, this isn't happening. All right, so this. See how that works? One's going that way and the other's going that way. Woo! Starting to get real fast, but it's not, the big ones are hard to balance properly. The bigger they are, the more weight you have on it. See, now, the reason it's like this is that there's two batteries in there, and then I tried to counter, that weight with the rest of the circuitry and whatnot. And it just doesn't compare. The weight of these two batteries is a lot heavier than this over here. So I was actually thinking about putting a third battery in there, like over here somewhere, and have it be 36 volts. If it was balanced, I wouldn't mind that. So that's my counter rotator. This is my best one so far. This one. It's by a trigger coil. So here's your trigger coil. Here's your three wedge-shaped coils, and they're 20 and 32 gauge. So you got your 20 gauge circuit over here and your 20 and your 32 gauge over here. It's all drive because you got your external trigger coil over here. So you got the 32 and the 20 both connected to their own transistor. And they're both connected to the same power supply because it's 24 out. And there's only two batteries. So it's not true parallel, it's just this parallel. And it works, as you can see, really freaking awesome. It's good. And it's iron-infused PLA that I made the wedge-shaped formers with. So that's another thing. They got cores, pretty good cores. 55% cores. So it's not like a 100% soft iron rod or anything, but it's 55% iron. So it's got a good flux to it. These are the things that thrill me, you know. I have a Tesla coil. It's a tiny little thing, but it functions as such. I don't know if you can see that. Got it. You know, working, you get in the middle and you can walk all the way around your table, right? But unless you have wiring coming up the middle of your table, you're screwed because you got all these wires that are going to be connected to the walls. So, I mean, if you're in a situation where you can have plugs on the ground, man, that's awesome. Or plugs coming up through the table or something like that. Yeah. I'm not an electrician, so I'm not going to build that for myself. No, I don't have the money to pay somebody to do it either. So, but I would love that. Of course, if I'm going to go all out like that, I'm going to get rid of this piece of black something, and we're going to get something a lot nicer. Because this is, once you rip up the black paint that's on the top, you see it. It looks like total crap. But it's beautiful at the same time, man. Every single blotch on here has been an experiment. So hope you can all see this. This is awesome. I love playing with this thing. You know? So those two little coils right there generating all that kinetic energy. I'm like, really? That's awesome. Getting a little unstable. All right. Now I'm going to turn this one up. And let's see what happens. Heck yeah. Woo! I think that thing was trying to climb up out of there. Whew! That's amazing. That is awesome. All right. So I don't know, man. I think that's a wide barrage of. I haven't gotten into making a Tesla coil per se. I don't think I know enough about the high voltage to really get into it. But I got that little thing right down there. Whew. Yeah. Let's turn that power and that frequency down a little bit. That's awesome. And yeah, you can feel that. I mean, it's not a big deal, but you can, it's hot. You can feel it. So the counter rotators are really fun to build and see work and all that. So I just had a noise here. Let me see if that's all good. We're all good. All right. Welcome to the channel, everybody. This is Papa Bale's Pulse Motor Mayhem. Please like, subscribe, and check the notification bell to see what's going on. So that's awesome. All right, you want to see it start itself? Let's watch it start itself, see if it'll happen. It's synced up. Usually doesn't do that. All right. Oh, it didn't happen that time. See, the way I have it hooked up is the diodes. Everything's going that way with the stator. So all the energy is flowing like this. So you got to spin the disc the opposite way. I'm sure with full batteries it would work like clockwork. This way you have to spin them both ways. A little bit of momentum, and that's all it really needs. Just because the batteries are depleted, though. See, now you see what I'm doing with the next one? Let me show people the next one that I'm building. It's going to be free of the shaft, basically. It's not going to be tethered down. It's going to be a top. It's going to be a top. And what I mean by that is when I flip this or lift it up, just show you the bottom. Just like a flat dreidel. Now, if I make that thing work, dude, I don't know, man. I might, do something with that. Who knows? I never really thought about it, actually, But maybe some of this stuff might be worth playing around with to somebody else. I love the counter rotators. That spherical ball right there, man, love that thing. So we got this coil hooked up to an SSG generator combo. Now, I mean, it's working, but it's not really working. Now let's watch the light. See if the light will go on. That is awesome, man. I can't believe that. It's so cool. So the magnetic field is really strong, but it's really close to the coil. But it's really strong. It's like 16 gauge strong. Man, that is so cool. And that bowl I made specifically for that ball. It's like match made in heaven. Hmm. Hmm. So I'm going to make a coil just like this for the new counter rotator. Because that's all I got is 26 gauge and 32 gauge in any kind of bulk. That's all I have. And I got to say, it's not going to be too bad. It's going to be pretty freaking dope if I can get everything set up right. I was working with eddy current capture. So I've got about 2.5 volts off of this disc right here. What's up, Caleb?
Here's your vacuum.
Yep. So it was like this rotor I was using to spin, and then this disc I had it on top like that. So this disc was spinning, this disc was stationary, generating eddy currents. At least that's how I was instructed to generate them when I was using permanent magnets to generate them. Now I know there's a whole way to do an AC build where you can use the coil, double coil setup to one create the eddy currents and the other one picks up the eddy currents. It's a really awesome build. I think I've seen it on YouTube somewhere. It's I have some 22 gauge coils around here somewhere that are made for the aluminum disc that I just showed you. But they're all pretty much the same size. And I know that's not the way it's supposed to go. I mean, you're supposed to have at least, it's supposed to be like the Olympic rings. So you have your three drive coils, and then you have your two pickup coils, maybe. And then that's a kind of like a pattern that you have your coils on the bottom layer, and then you have in between them the coils on the top layer, and they lay right on top of each other. So you have your drive push in, and then you have your eddy current collectors collecting the eddy currents and feeding your motor. So it's not where all your power comes from, but it helps. It's a booster. Fire the booster rockets, man. Click. You get an added dose of power, especially when you got the coils on top of the coils. It's like right there. The eddy current is generated like right there. So it's like perfect. And you get way more than what I got. I got like 2.5 volts using these two coils in series. Okay, so 26 and 32 gauge could only pick up 2.5 DC volts. And when I went to go and check if any AC was being generated, my multimeter wouldn't pick it up. So in my opinion, that is guaranteed eddy currents because my multimeter doesn't know how to read eddy currents. It's not just your typical AC electricity. It's a very light AC. So I'm like, Chad, is there a way that my meter can't pick up the eddy currents? And she's like, absolutely, man. Not every meter can read eddy currents. And I thought it was just regular AC, so I hooked it up to see. and there's no AC, but there is DC voltage through the bridge rectifier. So that means, in my mind, Tiggs, that you got some eddy currents going on there. And I'm like, the reason I know that it wasn't like induction from the magnets, because you saw how the magnets kind of overlap the disc a little bit, because there was no AC reading at all. And from the magnets, you would definitely get an AC reading for sure. I mean, without a doubt, they're so powerful. I like to do a little bit of, like, I call it art, a little bit of art on my rotors. So I'll like make spirals. Spirals are dope. So I might have screwed up. I wanted to get a 10 turn, 1K, 25 watt pot. But what I ended up getting was a 3/4 turn, 1K, 25 watt pot. And it's really hard to pinpoint anything with 3/4 of a turn. But it works. At least it works. Now I did a vegetable experiment and a fruit experiment, lemons and potatoes. And I actually got some pretty decent voltage off of that. And I use the potatoes as a capacitor, and I use the lemons as a power source. That it works, man. I mean, there's no joke, man. It was astonishing to me that I could almost get enough voltage to light an LED, pretty brightly, like 3 volts. So with this, I'm only going to have 1 coil in here, or at least I think I am. I'll have the rotor sitting above the coil. I'm going to put one of these little breadboards in there, a 9-volt battery, maybe, 3 9-volt batteries, like one here, and one here to balance things out. It needs some voltage in order to run effectively. This is not a quote unquote efficient device. Okay. If you don't put more than 12 volts into it, you are not going to see much. So if you're testing this at 12 volts and it's not going the way you want it to, that's because you don't have enough voltage. Are you talking to me? And she's right though. These batteries are running. I mean, they're at like 11.5 volts. These two batteries over here. And every time I charge them above 12, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. That they always dissipate around to where I started charging them at. So I don't think charging them directly is going to work very well. I mean, it works. The multimeter is showing that it works, but it dissipates. It goes away after you turn it off. Most of it. I'm not saying all of it does. I'm just saying most of it just goes away. And then this is just going to be like a top dreidel. Not the actual dreidel, but the concept of the top is what I'm talking about. Now, having it all be copper might be a problem. Actually, I just did it for some permeability but that permeability might actually be a problem. Some conductivity, I just wanted to see what it would be like, but it looks like the magnets are kind of gripping it. That's not what you want. You want it to be freely spinning in both directions. But I think once I get it to the right height and maybe make a top for it, like a top casing for it, and cut off the rest of that shaft, we'll see what happens. Really cool. All right, we'll take a look. We'll close out with the sphere. I need to take it easy in a little bit. Sweet. So I think what I'm going to be working on is I'm going to hook up more of these coils. I don't know whether I'm going to do the 3 circuits and then hook up the other 120s in each circuit. I might do that. But I guarantee that it's not going to work as well as just having 3 of them. Why can I guarantee that? Because I already did it. All right. All right. Thank you, Paige. Yeah, let me get rid of the thing here. Now, make sure you're not caught on anything before you start walking around your cord here. All right, you're good. Welcome back, Paige.
Yay.
All right. So I guess we're not closing out just yet.
It's been quite a while.
It's been a minute. We're going to have our camera person do a little bit of cameraing. That's a nice harmonic chirp right there. Two of them. Let's change the resistance. So if this is a 1K pot and it's like that, I'd have to say that's about 700 or 800 ohms. Unless this is dyslexic pot. And then if it's dyslexic pot, then it's the other way. And this way is high and that way is low. But if it's not dyslexic pot, then if you turn it to the right, it should tighten up, which means it should get stronger. But maybe it's loosening, you know, maybe it's different. Maybe it's tighten. Wow, that picked up pretty good. Let's loosen it up. Whew, that's awesome. All right, we'll close that one down. And we'll come over here to the ball. Now, how much juice should I put into this? All right. I think I need some more graphite powder in here. That's so neat. I'm really getting exhausted. How about you, Paige? How you feeling now?
Good.
You're good. You're not gonna lie? All right then. Perk me up because I need a perking up.
Something car motor is engine thing.
Oh yeah. Wow. I don't want it to go flying.
So it was going that fast that it started making that sound.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that awesome?
Something I didn't expect.
Is it creepy or awesome?
Pretty awesome.
I think it's awesome. Let's turn it down to 12. See if we can get the same response.
How would it be creepy?
Well, I don't know, man. If it flies out of this bowl, you'll see creepy firsthand.
Only if it flies out, though.
More volts.
Let's see.
Put it up. $187. Here we go.
There it goes.
Awesome.
Terrifyingly fast.
That was so cool. Man, you see the light? It wasn't even flashing at all. Like,
It was just on.
yeah.
Wow.
188.
Back on again.
Man, it feels like it's trying to like levitate. It's going so fast. I don't know if it can just do that right there, but
Probably could,
if it was well balanced. Look at my fingers.
well balanced with no resistance from,
So that's graphite powder and ferro fluid.
What one car on the freeway be like?
Winging. Like a moped, you know? Almost stepped on you, Tugs.
Big.
All right. I think that's awesome. And even if the light is now hooked to this thing, that's awesome.
I wasn't really seeing any flashes when it was going on.
Right, because it was going so fast. Let's see here. See that?
Oh,
Yeah, over here. See how that's flashing?
right, powered by that.
Yep. This one in the middle.
Electricity was, well, waterproof. Then put that underwater and watch all the whales keep, towards the shore.
Yeah. To the shore. The beach whales. What are you talking about? Beach whales?
Yeah. Or, well, just whales in general. that one. That goes without flashing, and this one flashing later. When the ball stops, it just turns off almost instantly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so this one is this guy right here. Did you hear the pickup? Want to plug that one in just a little bit? Not really? Hear it now?
Yeah.
Batteries are a little... You see that? How it stopped, and then I turned that knob and it started up again?
Mm-hmm.
See, now the pot is actually taking some juice out of this battery. They're hooked in series to charge the coil. Heck yeah. How much time is on there?
Now we're at 8 minutes.
Okay, so altogether that's about 2 hours. I want to do 3.
3.
How much? Well, I mean, that's what I normally do, but I am exhausted.
I'm not tired, I'm just, I don't know.
Bored?
Not bored.
Okay.
Well, earlier I, was just kind of sitting there because I think, cousin, I doesn't say his name, but, had to go, I don't know what he was doing. And then I was just kind of sitting there, bored, listening to music, and he called. Then cousin's friend called, and I guess I forgot to turn my phone back on because I didn't get the call, so I just contacted it.
Okay.
And then went onto the couch and started listening to music again, saying it to me. So yeah, I basically bored of it.
Did Jax dump you tonight?
No.
No?
And then he had to go to the store.
Oh, that's right. We're not saying his name. My bad.
Okay. I'm telling Mr. Cousin to shut up.
All right, let me check this out. Wow, the mag ball is kind of hot.
This has been going around so much.
Look in the bowl real quick.
One movement, 100 hits.
So it's getting really smooth up in there. It's probably good for the whole spin thing that it'd be smooth. So this is that one that I said, did you hear the difference? You didn't. Not when it was going. And it's kind of hard to hear it going with all that rattling in there.
What's the rattling coming from with the magnets just kind of sitting loose in there?
It might be the magnets, but I think it's the maglev. The magnet underneath it.
Could be.
Because it wasn't making that noise until I put it on there. But look.
Bouncy.
Yeah. It's kind of levitating there. Now you see how it's going like that with just this. And now add this. Look at it now. The light. It's going a lot faster because it's going a lot faster.
Has this light ever not flashed?
I'm not sure. I think maybe. I know it hasn't ever gone as fast as this one because the ball is like north-south, close as it can be. This has actually got distance between each magnet. Nice. All right, we'll cut that down.
Kind of crazy how it just wanted to fly out of there, and I saw that.
Yeah.
It's kind of
wanting to jump up. Yeah. And that's awesome. It's supposed to be like it. I heard that it could like just float there if it spins fast enough, but I don't see it just staying right there if it lifts up. It's got to have some sort of protection.
Yeah.
Something keeping it from.
Can't just be floating like. I mean, no.
I don't know. I've never seen it happen, so I won't.
Too fast, but
Yeah. If it levitates and then all of a sudden it decides to stop doing what it's doing, it's going to fly somewhere and break something.
It's going to get a little jumpy eventually.
You want to see the counter rotator? All right, let's hook it up. I got to get the
I'm not tripping.
this one.
How can you tell which wire is which one? A, they're all the same color, and B, they're kind of,
Well, I made the coils, so I know where I started them and where I ended them.
Well, I understand why it's called the counter rotator.
Yeah. Pretty equal right now, the speed. The top and the bottom. And that's how you make sure it doesn't keep going.
Has a wire ever gotten entangled in the spin?
Oh yeah. Not in this particular build, but oh yeah. And this is actually pretty, you know, it only looks kind of messy right there because I jumbled them all together. So this one obviously won't be salvaged for pieces because that's going to be a mess. But I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what's going to happen with this one right now. I'm hoping I can find a happy home, actually. Because it is a toy, you know, and people like to play with them. See if it gets going. It's working. It's working. Oh my God, it's working. Will it start itself though? I don't know. It's not going that fast.
Hey, but it's still going.
It's kind of rotating, or it was. There, okay, it's not gonna work.
It's not really kind of rotating anymore.
Nope. All right.
It's trying to not kind of rotate.
I'm telling you, with a full charge, this thing will work like that.
Trying to normal rotate.
Sync up. Trying to sync up. All right. Yeah, I'm about ready to get some water. I'm gonna get some water. 8:11. I thought I had it back there. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Be right back. Awesome. It's all ice water. Very good. Hey, Tiggs. There's one more thing I wanted to try here. All right. And that's with 2 magnets. See the magnets? Yeah. All right.
The ones assume that are not glued together.
Nope. They're not glued.
So they're just really on there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And those magnets aren't glued in there either.
Nope, you can hear them moving
Yeah,
around.
I can see them too.
But they're the forces of nature will keep them in place. Because I have not exceeded. Hold on. All right, go.
I don't do good spins.
That was good. So you heard that chirping in the beginning there. Doot, 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 doot. Yeah, that's how I want it to be. With two magnets, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Because then, you know, the 180, actually, with two magnets, it's really phenomenal because whenever one is on, the other one is off automatically. So one will always be on. You can have 9 of these and it'll hit 9 times. Actually, it'll hit 18 times because each magnet will never hit the same one, like this one and this one at the same time. It'll always be this one and off, then this one and off, this one and off. And when this one's hitting, this one will be off. So that's pretty awesome. I think I'm going to use 2 magnets and hook them all up. Hook them up, hook them up. And we're gonna make some music.
You just made me think of the stupidest TikTok video ever that I saw. So funny, yet so hilarious.
No.
It's funny though.
It doesn't matter.
I'm explaining it, but I can't.
Right. You can wait, and I'll be more than willing to listen to you when we're done. Because I don't do that here. I tell you that all the time. I'm like, we don't do that here. I do. I mean, I'm not. I
the old crew that we had.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Okay.
I'm already on whatever it's called. I've already undid all that stuff, and they're welcome to come around if they want to. I've already told them that.
Right.
So I don't know what the deal is. I'm not going to waste any more breath on it.
I barely even know what happened, so.
Neither do I, really. It's just that all of a sudden there were a bunch of opinions about me and what I do. And children and yada, yada, yada. And then drama. And then I don't do any of that stuff. If it's going to be drama, it's going to be my drama.
Good times, I tell you, good times.
That's exactly. That's what's in the future for everybody. I hope.
Good times.
Good times. I love this. It's so cool. That's this circuit right here. And then that is this circuit right here. And the ball is hooked up to this one over here. And this one's just pulse motor chilling right now. And then, of course, once it gets going, you can't hear the sound anymore. So maybe I wish there could be like a way we could do a really low voltage and have the same. Let's try that, actually.
I'm thinking we go until the 1 hour 30 minutes.
Okay, where are we at?
125.
Okay, 5 more minutes.
Or we can go until 45. I don't care.
All right. This off. This off. This. No. Do that. Okay, so now we're down to 12 volts on the one. All right. Let's That's 12 volts. Now let's turn that one down to 12. One, two, three, baby. So you can hear them both, kind of. It's 12 volts. And then we can hook this one up, but that's going to take 10 minutes alone. So we'll just wait till the next one. What are you shining?
Nothing important. Well, that's not what it says, but
I love it. All right, so we can actually hook up two more. Now we got one here, one there, one here. Then we got a free battery, two more batteries that we can use. And I will hook those up tomorrow. I think I'm going to hook up this coil so it goes deep, deep, deep. And then we're going to hook up these two coils. Or we could hook up these two. That'll be great. And it'll be like doot, 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 doot. Except every doot, 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 doot is going to be a little different than the last one.
it already is a little different than the last one.
Right, but I'm going to be adding 3 more. That'll be going doot, doot. Yeah. All right. Boom. Boom. It is definitely already taking shape, though. Oh, so awesome.
Nothing's exact. I don't even know.
Is that something somebody say that?
No.
You said that.
Yeah, I said that. Nothing is exact.
Right. And that's okay. What do you mean nothing's exact?
If I said that I was going 25 miles per hour on the road, that means I'm not specifically going 25 miles per hour on the road because there's still, numbers after the decimal that you have to remember.
So you mean literally nothing is exact. And well, that's not altogether true.
Like if I put something in the center, or what I thought was the center, and measured it, it would never be exact. If I measured it after,
that's pretty much the truth. Circles are hard. Circles are different. Even if it's a square, finding the center of something is not always easy, but there are tools that you can use to do that.
But it's never going to be exact.
You can't eyeball it, though. Eyeballing the center is incredibly difficult. I don't know if there's anybody who can do it. All right. Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out.
Until next time.
Have a great night. And please subscribe, like, hit the notification. Bye now.